Today it's the second Foreign Affairs Council of this month, a month that became with the new year with a lot of problems. As you can imagine, we discuss about Libya, but on the current issues was not a point in the agenda. So, not being a point on the agenda, there is no concrete decisions, but a long discussion and information. Information about yesterday Berlin conference that has brought a unique momentum into the efforts of getting closer to a political solution with this 55-point declaration that was agreed by the strongest international representation I ever seen, because all Security Council was there. I think it's a big success of the German diplomacy, how this conference has been held and the result of this agreement. On the other hand, at the Foreign Affairs Council 10 days ago, I was given a strong mandate from my colleagues of the Foreign Affairs Council to engage with all actors with the objective of moving towards these political solutions. It's important, I want to stress it, that we still are not on a ceasefire. We are in a truce, but not in a ceasefire yet. But anyway, both sides have put forward 5 names of the people who will work on a sustainable ceasefire. This it was not possible to do before the conference. No? We were claiming, Salamé was asking to the two sides for having these 5 representatives, the military table of negotiation. It was not possible. Now, both sides have put forward these 5 names, and these are important steps in order to get a sustainable ceasefire. Today we have been analyzing the situation after the Berlin conference and how can the European Union engage more forcefully. And after analyzing the situation and several hypotheses of what can happen in the next days, we are charged the working bodies of the Council, the COPs, where the EU ambassadors sitting, to present to the Council concrete proposals on how to implement this ceasefire and enforcing the UN arms embargo. I hope that this will be ready for the next Foreign Affairs Council, but in the meantime, we have to pass from a truce to a real ceasefire. Anyway, the situation is much better today than 1 week before. Nous avons aussi discuté d'Israël.
Well, we also talked about the Sahel. Not Israel, but the Sahel. Sahel.
Not exactly the same. Sahel. About Israel, we have already talked, but in the lunch. Vous savez que lundi passé, j'étais à Pau.
You know that last Monday I was at the summit in Pau, the G5 Sahel summit that was organized by the President of the Republic. And it was clear that the situation is extremely urgent. The situation has deteriorated immensely. In a way, Libya is a kind of cancer, a kind of tumor, which is metastatizing throughout the region. It's spreading, and it is upsetting the balance in all the countries surrounding the Sahara. Just to give you some information on that, in 2019, last year, 1,500 soldiers were lost in the countries of the Sahel. 1,500 troops, 1,500 soldiers died last year. And that's the highest death toll since 2012. And that's only the military. If I add civilian deaths, we'd be somewhere around 4,000 last year. 4,000 deaths in the Sahel countries. The EU countries are the #1 donors and the main political partner for these countries. So we are a key protagonist in this security sector. We have 3 CSDP missions out there. Today, the Council decided that we would step up the strategic cooperation with these Sahel countries. Clearly, we have to do more. That's absolutely vital. And we are going to be talking about that in the international conference the EU is going to hold in March on the margins of the European Council. I think it's the 23rd of March. In any case, the date has already been set. So we're going to hold an international conference, and we very much hope it will be as much of a success as the Berlin conference on Libya has just been. In the course of that international meeting, we're going to have a look at the EU's Sahel strategy, and we'll look into how it can be broadened and expanded geographically and in practice. How can we expand these 3 CSDP missions that are already deployed in the region?